got so motherfucking design on right now.
Hey guys, Sunny Ray coming to you with another fragrance video. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And to my new subscribers, guys, I see you. Thank you so much for your continued love and support here on my channel. Now, if this is your first time, your very first time, it was meant to be. It really was. It was meant for you to cross over to the sunny side. So please click on that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload content. You're now part of the family. Drop some comments below, join in on the conversation, and if you like this video, you found value in it, then share this video. Okay guys, so I came to you. I shared an affordable fragrance, spring affordable fragrance video. I shared a designer spring fragrance video, and now I am back with you with my niche fragrances that I am going to be grabbing for this spring. So if you are interested, then please keep on watching. All right, guys. Now, y'all know I always have to throw a little disclaimer in. Y'all know it. It is Sunday. It has been raining all weekend, which is making me so sleepy. Y'all know that I am a product of the sun. I am like a flower child. I'm like a sunflower, okay? I need the sun to radiate on me for me to be at my maximum peak performance and energized and all those things. When it's not like that, actually on the weekend, y'all, I'm chilling. So without further ado, we're going to get into this video. But guys, I have already, my hair is wet, okay? First of all, my hair is wet, it's pulled back. I, of course, in order to relax, have to take my shower, my bath. I took a bubble bath this morning. And I got to get on my comfy clothes. So I got on my little Nike sweats, but I did want to come before you. Okay, I did put on a little makeup so I don't look too crazy. I am a little tired. I do have on a scent. As a matter of fact, I keep forgetting to ask in my videos, like, what's your scent of the day, or share my scent of the day. So my scent of the day today, guys, actually, because I just sprayed it on, is none other than Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and it is Gentle Fluidity. Gentle Fluidity Gold, guys. I absolutely love this fragrance because it's been so rainy this weekend, and it's like it's chilly. Like, it's supposed to be a chance of some flurries tomorrow. I wanted something that was a little bit more warm, something cozy, because after this I am going to go lay across my bed with my heated blanket. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna read a couple chapters of a book that I am reading, and then I'll probably finish watching a series on Netflix. And that's what I do on gloomy days. So let's get into these fragrances because I don't want to be before you too long. The first fragrance that I am going to share with you is actually the scent that I wore on my wedding day. Now, I got married in October, so yes, it was fall. However, on the day that I got married, it was a beautiful, warm fall day. It was the perfect day, even though the leaves had started to change. It was beautiful. The sun was out. It was warm. Like, you didn't need a jacket. You didn't need anything. So I went with a fragrance from the House of Beau, and it is El Sereno. Guys, El Sereno and the House of Beau, honestly, I have not smelled a fragrance from this house that I don't like. This is the only one currently that I have in my collection from the House of Beau. However, I am looking forward to adding many more to my collection. Their fragrances are absolutely gorgeous, and in addition to that, you guys, the packaging, the bottle, this is absolutely gorgeous with this stone type of a cap on here, but the fragrance and the juice in the bottle is so pretty. Guys, now this is a unisex fragrance. It is very aquatic, very airy. You get a little bit of greenness with this fragrance, but guys, I think that this is such a gorgeous fragrance. It does leave a beautiful, just beautiful scent profile. that just kind of lingers in the air. Guys, when it comes to the notes of this fragrance, there's banana leaf at the top, there is violet. In the middle, there's some ylang ylang, there's some tuberose, magnolia, and at the base, there is oak moss, sandalwood, and then you get some resins, resinous type notes in there as well. So again, guys, this is a lovely, gorgeous fragrance. I honestly thought that this fragrance had a tea note in it, but it does not say that there's a tea note. But when I tell you this is so gorgeous, it's so pretty, this is one that I will definitely be grabbing for spring, and am definitely looking forward to adding more fragrances to my collection from the House of Beau. The next fragrance that I am going to share with you is one that was a love at first sniff for me as well, and one that I'm going to be grabbing for this spring. Now, this is for my individuals who like more of a fruity type of a scent profile. Guys, this is a fruity, sweet, kind of tropical, fresh type of a fragrance. Guys, and this is by the House of Pop Heart, and it is Plume Impression. Guys, again, love at first sniff. For some reason for me, I tend to gravitate towards fragrances that kind of have that DNA of like your Herba Pura type of a fragrance. And that's kind of where this leans, in my opinion. It doesn't smell exactly like Herba Pura, but it leans in that direction or category, especially with there being pineapple at the top, some other fruits. Let's get into the notes of this fragrance. So you've got pineapple at the top, there's strawberry, there's apple. In the mid, guys, you're going to get some raspberry, some magnolia, rose, and then you've got caramel, vanilla, and musk. So guys, this is a more of a gourmand leaning fragrance, but again, very, very fruity. It is a little heavier, which is why I chose it for the spring versus the summer. While I do feel like you could wear this in the summer months as well, it is a little bit heavier with that caramel and that vanilla at the base, and the musk giving it just the slightest amount of powderiness, but at the top you're going to get all of the fruity, juicy goodness. Guys, I feel as though this fragrance you can wear to brunch, you can wear it running errands. I feel like really this fragrance would be appropriate almost any time. I don't know that I personally would wear this for date night because I'm looking for something a little bit more sexy, maybe something not as fruity leaning, but if you like a fruity fragrance, then maybe this would be appropriate for your date night as well. So again, this is Pop Heart, and it is by the House, it is Plume Impression, and it is by the House of Pop Heart. The next fragrance that I'm going to share with you guys too was a love at first sniff, and I have actually heard not the best things about this fragrance. I kind of get some mixed reviews when it comes to this particular fragrance, but guys, this was a love at first sniff. Now, for me, I am beginning to really, really love a good floral fragrance. I've always loved a clean, freshy, clean girl aesthetic type of a fragrance, especially during this time of year. I just think that that spring laundered type clean aesthetic is just absolutely perfect for this time of year. The fragrance that I am going to share with you is by the House of Nishanhe, and it is Wu Langcha. Guys, Wu Langcha, when I tell you this was a love at first sniff for me, this is a kind of a citrusy, fresh, spicy, aromatic, sweet, slightly fruity type of a fragrance. Guys, I actually love this so much. There's some greenness. I love a fragrance that has a little bit of green nuances to it. Like, I really, really love it. That's fresh spiciness. It almost smells like an earthy pine type of a tree or something. Let me actually see what the notes are to this particular fragrance. When it comes to Wu Langcha, at the top, you are going to get bergamot, you're going to get orange, you're going to get mandarin orange. Guys, at the middle, you're going to get some oolong tea, nutmeg, and at the base there's fig and there is musk. Guys, this is a gorgeous fragrance. First of all, the tea note in here is absolutely stunning. I always love a fragrance with a fig or a plum type of a note. I don't know why I put fig and plum together, but for some reason I do. I do. But yes, this is a gorgeous fragrance. You're going to get that bright burst of citrus at the beginning. But all in all, this is a beautiful tea fragrance, and I think that it's absolutely gorgeous. I feel like it's very, very classy, very, very pretty, very, very feminine. So again, this is from the House of Nishane, and it is Oolong Cha. The next fragrance that I am going to share with you, I get a ton of compliments. Now, I will tell you that I get a ton of compliments when I wear this fragrance, but I do take it and I reapply it and I spray this fragrance extremely, extremely heavy, because for me, my nose, I can't smell it. I can't smell it. When I spray it, other people do because I get tons of compliments. I will tell you that off the top that I spray this heavy, and that is The Ghost in the Shell, and it is by the House of Etat Libre de Orange. Guys, when I tell you I absolutely love this fragrance, look at the dent in here. First of all, I love, love, love this fragrance. Guys, at the top, you're going to get a little bit of, or I should say the accords, because I don't know what the notes are actually. If I remember correctly, this has some really strange notes, but this is kind of like a lactonic, citrusy, floral, white floral, aldehydic, fruity, woody, a little green, but not as green as the Oolong Cha. Guys, this is just a gorgeous, clean type of a fragrance. When it comes to the notes to this fragrance, if I remember correctly, I remember reviewing this fragrance in another video, and honestly guys, I don't think I could pronounce half of the notes that are in this fragrance. Maybe, I can't remember. So at the top, you're going to get aqua. So I believe that's like a watery or an aqua note. You're going to get yuzu. You're going to get hexyl acetate, which I'm going to assume is like maybe a synthetic note or an isoe type super note. I'm not sure. You're going to get milk. You're going to get the note of skin. Yes, skin. Jasmine, mugain. And then at the base, again, there are some synthetic notes, which are like orchanox and vinyl guaiacol. Y'all, I'm done with the notes because I can't pronounce them. And I don't even know what they are. They're synthetic notes. But for them to be synthetic notes, guys, this particular fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. Again, though, perfect for spring, perfect for this time of year. But again, guys, I do spray this fragrance quite heavy. It does give you a little creaminess, that lactonic note, the little sweetness, little creaminess. But again, like I said, this is a airy, light type of a fragrance. Okay, I am digressing and moving on. That is The Ghost in the Shell, and it is by Etat Libre de Orange. The next fragrances that I am going to share with you are a little bit newer to my collection, and so I have not really had an opportunity to really play around with these fragrances too much in terms of how they perform. But I will tell you the first one is by the House of Tumi, and it is Tumi and it is Signature. Okay, you guys see that I've opened it. I have opened it. Literally, it's just been sitting. They've just been sitting here for probably like a week or two. But Tumi Signature is a very gorgeous fragrance. Okay, this is what the bottle looks like. So here it is. As you see the fingerprints on there, so you guys see that I have taken it out. You see there's a tiny dent in there, and I have sprayed this fragrance a little bit. Okay, guys, this is a woody, oh, it smells good. This is a woody, kind of ambery, green, fresh, spicy, floral, sour type of a fragrance or scent profile. Now, guys, I will be honest, I like I said, I haven't had an opportunity to really play around with these fragrances, but upon first initial spray, I feel as though this is a fragrance that I may have to reapply, which I'm completely fine with that. I can decant it and I can reapply it, but I know that everybody is always wanting to know about performance, sillage, how long does it last? And honestly, again, I can't necessarily speak on that because I haven't really played around with this fragrance. But what I can tell you is that it smells really good. At the top, there is apple blossom. In the middle, there is pomegranate. And at the base, there is amber. Is it amberwood? Amber, yes, amberwood. You guys know I don't have on my glasses like I always say. There is amberwood. So guys, what do I get from this fragrance? Guys, just that. You definitely get the woodiness like immediately. It doesn't come in the dry down. I can smell the woodiness all the way through. You get some bright juiciness from that pomegranate, and then you get a little bit of that floral aspect. So overall, this is going to be a floral, woody leaning fragrance. But again, this is from the house of Tumi, and it is signature. And guys, this came from So Avant-Garde. I will tell you that the fragrance that I purchased from the House of Beau, this came from Blue Mercury. My Woolangcha came from Provenance in Chicago. And Pop Heart Plume Impression came from the House of Dubai in Chicago. So that is where I purchased all of these fragrances from. So again, Tumi signature from the house of Tumi. My gosh, let me move on. The next fragrance that I'm going to share with you is another one that I purchased from the house of Tumi. And this one is Tumi, and it is Whisper. Now guys, I have opened this also. It's just been sitting here for the last couple weeks. No rhyme or reason. But guys, Tumi Whisper is a beautiful, fruity floral. I believe there's got some rose in here. Very, very pretty, very feminine type of a fragrance. Oh, that smells so beautiful. Tumi Whisper, again, I purchased this on So Avant-Garde. They were having an amazing sale. I got both of them for 40% off. Yes, I did. 40% off. When it comes to the notes of this beautiful fragrance, at the top there is plum. As you guys know, I love a plum note, as I just said. There is red rose. Guys, I love a beautiful rose fragrance, as long as it's not too heavy. Okay, if it's a watery type of rose, I know there are a lot of fragrances out there that have some beautiful rose, like I was just talking about last night. What is it? Portrait of a Lady. Guys, my husband loves that fragrance. I can't stand it. I've tried it so many times, but it depends on the rose. Rose Prick, tried it so many times. It is not for me, but this is beautiful, and I do love fragrances with rose, but they just have to be done a certain way. So again, at the top you've got plum, you've got red rose in the middle, and at the base there is moss. Guys, this is a gorgeous, beautiful, feminine fragrance. I could see this being worn to brunch, a tea party, just something that is an event that is just going to, you're going to be outside, the air is going to be blowing, you have on a beautiful, pretty dress. That's what this reminds me of. So again, that is Tumi Whisper, and I say that the name Whisper actually goes very, very well with this fragrance because this is not a bold, loud, beast mode type of a fragrance. It is one that just, as you walk by, it's like a whisper, like a breeze, okay? So it's not like a loud, bold fragrance, but it is a beautiful fragrance. So Whisper, and this was purchased by at So Avant-Garde. Guys, the next fragrance that I'm going to share with you was a Love at First Sniff. Okay, it was not a cheap, this is not a cheapie at all, okay? And it is by the house of Boadicea the Vittorious, and it is 1907. Now this is 1907, and let's look at the packaging. Typical Boadicea the Vittorious packaging. Here's the bottle. Now, guys, I did purchase this from the House of Dubai. Now, this is honestly is a Neiman Marcus exclusive, and I guess House of Dubai has the rights to sell it. I don't know. Hopefully, I got the real deal. Okay, it smells good. Okay, I know it smells good. It was a love at first sniff. Now, I will tell you guys, and I'm going to be completely honest. Once I got home, unpackaged it, you know, at the store, you spraying it on tester strip, you spray it on your hand, and really great food for thought is to spray a fragrance if you have the ability to do so and walk around, because there are so many times where I've sprayed a fragrance and I'm like, ooh, it smells so good, only to get home and realize that I have something in my collection that it smells very similar to. And that is the same with this fragrance. Now guys, this fragrance smells like God of Fire. It smells just like God of Fire, okay? Now, am I mad that I have this in my collection? Am I mad that I purchased it? No, absolutely not, because I probably have like 2 bottles of God of Fire because I actually love it. And that is what this smells like. But I will tell you, if you do not want to spend the coins, okay, because this is not a cheap fragrance, I'm going to tell you to stick with God of Fire or something in that regard, because this is pricey. But is it beautiful? It's beautiful. Gorgeous bottle, NM on the front. Typical, again, Boadicea the Vittorious on the back. Okay. Now, if you want to know the notes to this fragrance, if you have not smelled God of Fire, just to give you an idea of what this fragrance smells like, at the top there's cardamom, there's cinnamon, there's lemon, there's pink pepper. In the middle there's cashmere, there's nutmeg, there's violet, there's sage. And in the base there is tobacco, cedarwood, benzoin, amber, musk, tonka bean, and moss. So quite a few fragrance notes are in this particular fragrance. But guys, it is a gorgeous, beautiful fragrance, and I am truly glad that I have added it to my collection. The next fragrance that I am going to share with you is another Love at First Sniff. Okay, and this fragrance too is I find that really a lot of my niche fragrances are unisex. I don't really see a lot of niche fragrances broken down into category. A lot of them are unisex. This is a unisex fragrance. Guys, this is a gorgeous fragrance, and it is from the House of Reinvented, and it is Illusion. So here it is. Okay. This fragrance I too purchased from the House of Dubai, which the packaging comes out like that. Here's your bottle. Guys, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. This particular fragrance, it's warm, it's spicy. Ooh, look at that atomizer. Yes. Warm, it's spicy, it's fruity, it's aquatic, it's a little bit sweet. Oh my gosh, I love this atomizer on here. I wish all atomizers were like that, for real. That smells so good. You get some spiciness from that. Oh, that is a gorgeous fragrance. Guys, when it comes to the notes of this fragrance, at the top, first note that you are going to get is cotton candy. There's juniper berries. There's dried fruit. In the middle, there's saffron. There's clove. There's rose. And at the base, there's vanilla, amber. There's some balsam, cedar. And it looks like there's another type of a wood. Guys, this fragrance right here is just absolutely stunning. It is gorgeous. I feel like you could wear this on a date night. I feel like you could wear this. I probably would wear this on a date night myself personally. But honestly, I feel like you could get away with it almost really any time. But guys, this is a beautiful fragrance. Again, I feel like it's perfect for spring because you've got a little bit of spice. There's a little bit of warmth with the clove, with the vanilla, with the amber, that woodiness on the dry down. But then the beautiful rose and that sweetness of the cotton candy and the dried fruits at the top. Guys, this is a lovely, gorgeous fragrance, and I am definitely looking forward to adding more reinvented fragrances to my collection. As a matter of fact, there are 2 more that I have my eyes on that I just happen to smell. I know there are a few more in the collection, but usually if I really enjoy one fragrance in a particular line or collection, then I try to get my hands or nose on several others. So again, by the House of Reinvented, and that is Illusion. Now, this next fragrance I did share in another video, but I'm going to share this again because this is one that I will be reaching for in the spring. Now, guys, fragrance is by the House of Orange. And guys, in my last video I shared, I was so impressed because this is the bottle, but if you flip over the packaging, this is a 50 ml bottle, but if you flip over the packaging, then there's another 50 ml. So this is like a carrying case. Now this is heavy, you know what I'm saying? So if you were to throw this in your purse, it's a little heavy, but I think the concept is amazing because you take this cap off, you have like a little thing, you have to have the cap, it's like a key, you turn it, well, you turn it, it unlocks, and then this comes out. I don't want to take it out right now because it's still full. I haven't used it, I haven't even sprayed it. So yes, this comes out and then you can put your replacement in this bottle. Now, this particular fragrance by the House of Orange, again, this is called Celinda de Ecume, I believe. Yes, Celinda de Ecume is the name of the fragrance, and it is by the House of Orange. Now, guys, this is a powdery, vanilla, fruity, iris, almond, sweet, woody, floral type of a fragrance. So, you guys, there's powderiness, there's got the iris. You guys know this is going to be more of a powdery, more mature leaning type of a fragrance. When it comes to the notes of this fragrance, at the top, you've got peach, apple, bergamot. In the middle, there's heliotrope, orris root, lily of the valley. And at the base, there's vanilla, musk, and cedar. Guys, again, this is a gorgeous, beautiful fragrance. I guess I can spray it now since I'm not getting what I'm supposed to. Beautiful atomizer. You get that peach, you definitely get the lily of the valley. You get that muskiness. So guys, this is a gorgeous fragrance. Now, is there anything that is super earth-shattering about this fragrance? I would say no, but it is pretty. It's pretty, it's floral, it's feminine, it's perfect for spring. Perfect for spring. So since I have it, then I definitely will be rocking it. But again, this is one that I'll probably go a little heavier on when it comes to spraying because it is a very light fragrance, much lighter than what I certainly, typically would lean towards. So those are my niche fragrances, guys. Drop in the comments below if you have tried any of these fragrances, what your thoughts are. What are you wearing this spring? I know that gourmands are still big, but I feel as though florals are having a moment right now in the springtime. Tell me what your thoughts are. Do you like florals? Do you plan to wear florals in the spring, or are you still leaning towards the gourmands? Gourmands have not stopped. They're coming out. They're coming out. So I still feel as though we're going to have a moment with the gourmands, but I feel like our florals are making their way onto the scene as well. All right, guys, until next time, peace.